Hello students, welcome to the class. So today's subject is commerce, in which we'll study business studies, and the topic for today is trade. You must have heard this word trade. Yes? What is trade? Have you ever thought? What is trade? In simple words, we can say trade is an exchange. Trade is any exchange for money or other goods. Okay, so trade is any exchange for money or other goods. Now let's see the definition of trade to understand its meaning better. The commercial business of buying and selling goods for profit either within or between countries. Okay, the commercial business, the business which is involved in buying and selling of the goods, for which purpose? For profit making, and it is done either within the country or between other countries, from one country to another. So I hope the meaning is clear. What is trade? The commercial business of buying and selling goods for profit either within or between countries. Now let's see what is the relationship of trade with the import and export, or how we can understand it. Clear? So import export basically happens with other countries. Yes, not within the boundaries, but from one country to another. Okay, so terms of trade, TOT, how it is calculated, the formula of calculating it: index of export prices, whatever the export prices are there, the index of export prices upon index of import prices into 100. So this is formula. To understand it better, let's see the terminology. Terms of trade refers to relative price of exports in terms of imports. Okay, exports means outgoing, something going out of the country, and import means something coming inside the country, inside the boundary. So the relative price of exports in terms of imports, and this is defined as the ratio import prices. Okay, it can be interpreted as the amount of import goods an economy can purchase per unit of export goods. Okay, it can be interpreted that it is the amount of import goods an economy can purchase per unit of export goods. So an economy of a country, or you can say a country, an economy, how much amount, the amount of import goods it can purchase per unit of export goods. Okay, now let's understand types of trade. Okay, so basically trade, as I before told you, basically these are of two types. One is home, which occurs within the boundaries of a country, within the country. Foreign trade, which happens between the countries, from one country to another. Okay, so trade basically two types: home trade and foreign trade. Home trade is subdivided into two categories, that is retail or wholesale. Okay, retail means one to one buying and selling. Okay, wholesale means the bulk amount of goods and services when sold or purchased. Wholesale. Then foreign trade is subdivided into three categories: export, import, and export. Export, import, and export. So let's understand the export, import, export types of foreign trade or international trade. So the home trade and the foreign trade, we can classify it into internal trade or external trade. Okay, internal trade means buying and selling of goods and services within the boundaries of a nation are referred as internal trade or domestic trade or national business or home trade, as we learned here. The first type of trade is home trade. Home trade means the internal trade which happens inside within the boundaries of a country or a nation. Okay. Then comes external trade. As the name suggests, the business activities take place across the geographical boundaries and it is called external or international trade. Now let's see the types of international trade, or we also call it a foreign trade. First, import trade, buying of the goods and services. Okay, export means selling of goods and services, okay, to other countries. Number third is, let's understand the term export trade. Export trade means re-export. Re-export means purchase from another country and the same after processing it is being re-exported to another country. Means something you purchase from another country and at the same you process it, you process the product and re-export it to another country, you sell it to another country. So these are done to reduce the cost and due to availability of resources. If the resources are available, export trade are done. Okay, so I hope you understood the meaning of export trade. What is import, what is export, what is export? Yes, so these are basically the types of international trade. Now I have attached some questions for your homework which I will be giving you. You have to solve it and we will discuss and continue the topic in the next class. Okay, so thank you so much everyone. Take care.